I got a great story for you guys today. Possibly the funniest story you'll ever hear. But sit back, relax, get ready to laugh, and watch some Call of Duty gameplay of me poning some snipers while you're listening. I know a lot of you guys only had experience with girls, with your VR girlfriends, or maybe you spent too much time in the GTA strip club. But look, I'm gonna tell you a real story, a boots on the ground experience that happened to me. So it's Thursday, which means karaoke night at the bar. You know what that means. I gotta get my drizzy on. But there's just one problem. This chick's been hogging the mic for the past 3 songs, belting out Taylor Swift. Even worse, she's playing the slow stuff, like she's gonna get all of us to start slow dancing or something, like we're at the 7th grade dance. Fuck off, Mrs. Walker. I'm not leaving room for Jesus. Thankfully, I see this girl's friend shoving her off the stage. Not only is she stopping what sounds like a beaver giving birth to quadruplets, she's also super hot. At this point, I'm feeling confident enough to make some moves. I walk up to her and hit her with my classic pickup line. Yo, you mind helping me out with this prescription the doc just gave me? It calls for 2 kisses and a blumpkin. Boom, we're in. So we get to talking, and I tell her how I learned the ambidextrous ripstick back in '08, and how my life has just been going downhill ever since then. Somehow, she's still interested. At this point, the drinks are flowing. We all know what that means. It's time to crack out my 20-minute story of how my uncle actually invented the riding lawnmower. This seals the deal. She's in. She wants a slice of that cake. As we're walking home, we pass these homeless crackheads, and they see her and they start growling and shit and start coming towards us like a bunch of Call of Duty zombies. So I pull out my metaphorical ray gun to scare them off, aka flexing on them. Get back to your cardboard box. This is my prize. On the way back, of course, I text my roommates to shove off. I'm going in. We're back at my place. It's go time. I throw on some LeBron highlights to get myself in the mood. Bam. It's going good. But in the wise words of Mahatma Gandhi, I want more. I'm trying to get to that promised land. Problem is, I gotta dig through like 4 or 5 layers of clothes, making me feel like I'm an archaeologist excavating a dig site trying to find Mrs. Pteranodon. One of these layers is a bodysuit. No, not one of those, just a regular one. This one had clasps at the bottom, so when she's 5 carb lists deep, she doesn't have to undress in the stall. It's kind of like that guy who wore his full set of armor to the Renaissance Fair, and every time he has to pee, he has to unknight himself. Just go back home, guy with no friends, wear pants, and pee out of the hole like everyone else. But I digress. Basically, clasps are there so she doesn't have to do that type of stuff. And it's easier for her. For me, on the other hand, it's a nightmare. Now, I got double the chance of rubbing a flat for 20 minutes. Luckily for me, they conveniently create a graph. I'm a math guy. Stay with me here. Think of it as a skin flap on the y-axis and a cloth flap on the x-axis. So based off some slight calculations, the sweet spot should be right around here. Well, turns out I didn't pass geometry, so I'm right about here. Whoops, we're in the brown. Just a minor calculation error, I think to myself. We can recover. No dice. She's done. She says, all right, let's go to bed. I'm like, fuck. I can just hear my coach saying it right now. Get your head out of your ass, Krause. So we're in bed, and I'm thinking about, in the next morning, how I'm going to tell all my friends I had it clapping more than a black gospel church. Meanwhile, she's thinking, did I leave my chapstick in my back pocket? Nope. Sorry, that's me. All of a sudden, like she's Pistol Pete Maravich, here comes a no-look, behind-the-back hand job.
Maravich.
Oh, behind the back! Are you kidding me?
What move doesn't this guy have?
Now, this is a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence. You gotta let this happen. It's revolutionary. To stop this would be tantamount to stopping Steve Jobs from creating the first computer, or stopping Soulja Boy from cranking that. But, it's been a while. The excitement's dying down. We're getting to the point where I gotta ask, what's the deal? What's the end goal? She says, I don't know. You're telling me that someone with as much creative vision as she had to pull out the Pistol Pete doesn't know what's gonna happen next? Well, I do. It's called
Sticky Fingers.
The best part about it is, she turns around and whispers, impressive. impressive. Like I just won first prize at a hot dog eating contest. That's impressive. This is not. This sucks. Now I gotta throw out my favorite pair of undies. Thanks a lot. But at the end of the day, I will go down in history as the first guy to get a Pistol Pete. So that's pretty cool. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. It's an all-around educational experience. Good for the mind. Good for the Abdullah Blangata. And put in the comment section below if you've ever gotten a Pistol Pete. And I challenge each and every one of you to start the Pistol Pete playoffs with your friends so you can get the most Pistol Petes in a week. Let me know. Tag me. Put it in the comments. I want to get this national challenge sweeping the nation. This is the next March Madness. Forget March Madness. It's the Pistol Pete challenge. Let's do it. All right. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.